So we got pyramids across the whole planet, pyramids across the whole globe. It's a lot of questions going around like, oh, how were the pyramids built? Was it aliens? Were it the ancient civilizations? Who built it? How were they built? They were so advanced, we still don't know how to build them. So this might just give a little insight on how they was built and a couple conspiracy theories behind it.
This is what they hide from you. Why are there underwater pyramids in Japan? And why do they look exactly like the pyramids in Egypt? This could change everything we know about ancient civilizations. But that's not even the craziest part. In ancient Japanese texts, there are cryptic references to a sunken civilization, saying, the structures beneath the waves hold the secrets of the ancients. These pyramids were made thousands of years ago, so who built them? This is where things get scary. In recently analyzed ancient documents, it said that these underwater pyramids weren't natural formations, but man-made structures created by an advanced civilization known as the Anunnaki. The texts specifically mention that the Anunnaki, who also built the Great Pyramids of Egypt, constructed these underwater pyramids as part of a vast network to harness and control energy from the ocean. However, once the Anunnaki left Earth, their advanced knowledge was hidden, and the true purpose of the underwater pyramids was concealed to keep this powerful technology from being misused.
Now, if you don't know about the Anunnaki, you need to step your game up.
Being hidden from us. Look at this ancient Egyptian tablet. Why are there UFOs on it? The explanation for this is unbelievable. The Tuli Papyrus, as it's called, isn't just an ancient document. It's evidence of UFO sightings in ancient Egypt. In the 1930s, Alberto Tuli discovered a papyrus in Cairo describing fiery disks in the sky during Thutmose III's reign, over 3,500 years ago. But here's what's crazy. Some researchers believe these fiery disks were the Anunnaki, an advanced extraterrestrial civilization from ancient Sumerian texts. The Anunnaki supposedly influenced early human civilizations with their advanced technology. The Tuli Papyrus suggests these disks became numerous and bright, indicating the Anunnaki used advanced spacecraft. However, this story was buried to protect conventional historical narratives. So next time you hear about the Tuli Papyrus, remember
the connection between the Anunnaki, aliens, UFOs, fallen angels is very deep. So do your own research. Like I say, don't believe me. Don't belie anything to be lying, but overstand and understand this for your own knowledge, for your own perspective. You know, I'm just trying to point things out.
There's a hidden history we're not being told. The Anunnaki might have been here, guiding human civilization from the very beginning.
Was there an Egyptian civilization in the United States? This is Monk's Mound, found in Collinsville, Illinois. Its base is about the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza, and it is many times larger than the Pyramid of the Sun in Mexico. If we look at a map of the Mississippi River, we can see many cities named after mounds, and many cities named after Egyptian cities like Cairo in Illinois and Memphis in Tennessee. There are mounds absolutely everywhere along the Mississippi River, going all the way down to Mexico. Back in the 1800s, there was also rumors of an Egyptian find in the Grand Canyon. There was official newspaper articles that said they found gold artifacts and mummies. The mound builders of the Mississippi also created mummies from their dead. Where did they learn this practice that seems so Egyptian? Why did they build pyramids, and why are there so many cities named after Egyptian cities next to these mounds along the Mississippi River?
It's just food for thought. Why are there pyramids across the whole planet? Why are there pyramids in the ocean? And when you think about the Great Flood that wiped out a good majority of the civilization that previously existed, it's just, it makes you think.
According to ancient Aztec codices and oral tradition, Teotihuacan was established by the god Quetzalcoatl, who brought with him the knowledge of civilization and gold mining. Quetzalcoatl built 3 pyramids at Teotihuacan. The pyramids of the Moon, Sun, and Temple of Quetzalcoatl, which were modeled on the Giza pyramids. In addition, his arrival appears to coincide with the arrival of the Olmecs in ancient Mesoamerica. Teotihuacan's connection to ancient Egypt would not only explain the pyramids at Teotihuacan, but also the presence of the African Olmecs in the region. After the Anunnaki god Marduk's defeated Babel, he took over the realm of Egypt and displaced Anunnaki god Thoth as Lord of Egypt. In response, the Anunnaki god Thoth migrated to the Mesoamerican region, where he settled at Teotihuacan. The reasons for Teotihuacan's decline and eventual collapse are unknown, but by 750 AD, the city had been abandoned. However, if the ancient Aztec codices are to be believed, then the city was destroyed by a great deluge during the era of the fourth sun. The decline of Teotihuacan would pave the way for the rise of the next great empire of Mesoamerica, the Aztecs.
They don't want you to know this. Beneath the paws of the Sphinx, there are hidden chambers holding the key to unlocking the true history of human civilization. The chambers are the Hall of Records, a vast library containing scrolls and artifacts documenting the lost knowledge of ancient civilizations, including Atlantis. This hall is also said to be filled with advanced technologies and wisdom passed down from a time when humans and gods walked the earth. But
Atlantis is very deep. People think Atlantis is just a myth, but all of this traces back to the times of Atlantis and the Atlanteans. But I'm not here to, peoples will be like, oh, he just said Atlantis, bro, he's delusional, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Man, just do the research for yourself. I'm just here to point things out.
Here's where it gets crazier. In the 1990s, ground-penetrating radar detected anomalies beneath the Sphinx, suggesting presence of voids and cavities. These findings were further supported by seismic studies indicating there are hidden chambers. Despite this, Egyptian authorities have been reluctant to allow further excavation, fueling speculation about what they might be hiding. Revealing the contents of these chambers would rewrite the history of humanity. It would provide evidence of extremely advanced ancient civilizations and technologies. Such evidence would challenge the conventional narrative of human development. What else do you think these chambers hold?
We gotta talk about the Egyptian pyramids. First of all, they are not the burial chambers of kings. The pyramids are...
Right. They try to tell you that they were just burial grounds, just chambers for dead pharaohs, but it's much deeper than that. Very much deeper than that. It goes way deeper, deeper than the ocean, deeper than the lost city of Atlantis.
IQ test for humanity, and we're failing badly. These structures are vast libraries of advanced knowledge, encoded with geometry.
That's an important one right there that he said. It's like an IQ test for humanity, for us to study. We gotta study this stuff. They left us clues in text. They left us the information for us, to gain more knowledge. But as you know, the governments and the secret societies are trying to hide these things.
First of all, they are not the burial chambers of kings. The pyramids are an IQ test for humanity, and we're failing badly. These structures are vast libraries of advanced knowledge, encoded with geometry, hieroglyphs, and astronomical alignments. Don't you think it's strange that the ancient Egyptians themselves had archaeologists that studied the pyramids? Do you not think it's weird that we still don't know how they were built? That's because it's all a test. They want humans to develop their intellectual maturity. The pyramids resonate at specific frequencies that can alter human consciousness and perception. They are tools for spiritual and intellectual awakening that could help us reach higher states of awareness. We all know that an advanced civilization built the pyramids, but what they don't tell you is that advanced does not mean digital. An advanced civilization is one that works with nature and consciousness, not wires, computers.
That's important. That's a key factor right there. It does not mean digital when it says advanced. People was masons, stone masons, not Freemasons, but stone masons. But when it comes to the Anunnaki, they were advanced when it comes to genetic splicings, genetic codes, nature, and things like that. So, you feel me? I ain't gotta say too much.
Elon Musk. That's why we need to pay attention to what is left, the pyramids, the tablets, and the ruins of lost societies. But of course, this has been suppressed. Those in power don't want us to realize our true potential. They like the system they built and the money and power it brings them.
Have you ever wondered what an Egyptian pyramid is doing on a US dollar bill? Or why 56 countries signed a treaty not to venture into Antarctica? And why do planes never fly over it? How did NASA lose the footage of the moon landing? one of humanity's most pivotal moments? If Neil Armstrong was the first on the moon, who was holding the camera? Why haven't we returned to the moon? If monkeys evolved into humans, why are there still monkeys? And what about the 95% of our DNA dismissed as garbage? Who decided that? Ever ponder how cathedrals and parliament buildings were built so symmetrically by people living in wooden huts and traveling by horse-drawn carriages? How is this same architecture found worldwide? Why do ancient Egyptian artworks seem to depict spaceships? Or why are giants featured in ancient writings across various cultures, including the Bible? Why are mushrooms a common motif in ancient Christian art? And why does Santa dress like the Amanita muscaria mushroom? Why do ancient artworks include pine trees? And is it a coincidence that the pineal gland resembles a pine? Why are dragons depicted in cultures around the world, separated by thousands of years, yet also mentioned in the Bible? Ever notice the blatantly demonic symbolism in the music and entertainment industry? And have you thought about why most video games revolve around killing?
Those are important questions that you have to ask yourself. Why does the government hide so much knowledge from you? And why are there pyramids across the whole planet? You feel me? It's a lot of unanswered questions, but I wouldn't quite say they're unanswered. It's just that the answers to the questions are being hidden by certain groups, certain cults that don't want you to get this information because they have this information. It's in the museums. It's in the Vatican. It's in the Smithsonian. So it's not like this information's not out there. It's somewhere, but it's hidden. But I'm glad that we still have a little bit of information to go off of, to not be completely blind. But I feel like we don't even have 75% of the information, not even a sliver of the information. We probably have like 10%, 15% of the information. There's like 85% of the information left. You feel me? 85 is a crazy number too when they call people 85%ers, lost in sin, indulgence in the wrong things, murder, lust, greed. 85%ers. So you want to be part of the 5%ers. You feel me? I guess the 10% would be perhaps the higher ups and stuff. I forgot how the saying goes, 85%, 10%, 5%ers. But you want to be a 5%er with woke knowledge, hidden knowledge. So, like I said, research the information for yourself because this comes up a lot. A lot of people are waking up. But it could also mean that, well, I don't want to say that the world's coming to an end, but the higher ups don't want us to have this knowledge, and it seems like this knowledge is releasing itself, revealing itself in certain ways. So ask yourself these questions.